the F1 Esports champion in the Ferrari. And is now coming up towards Sector 3.
Not to correct you there, but I do believe the F1 Esports Championship champion was in the Veloce Alfa Romeo, not the Ferrari.
The Ferrari World Champion, the Drivers' Championship was from the Ferrari. It was not the constructors.
Oh, okay, yeah.
David Tonizza won in the Ferrari.
Good to know.
So I think it might have been the Red Bull team, if I'm not mistaken, that won the constructors.
I didn't think Ferrari were in
No, they entered this season. They weren't in last season.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And let's see what Flip-Flop's going to do. It's going to be a 132. And let's see how he stacks up. And Honos goes behind him with a 131.6, so a little bit off pace on that one. Let's see what Albiku can do. He is in the Red Bull in this season. And there is Yusimi flying in the number 66 car. His teammate is behind him. And Albiku has come across the line. There's no laps. Must have been no time set. He must have overcut somewhere.
Yeah, he did. And it must have been at the end of the lap because the lap he's also on at the moment has also been invalidated.
Very unfortunate. Ben Swerven now coming up to the start-finish line. Let's see what he can do. And it's going to be fourth fastest. And DePastor also in second fastest, a 131.5. Flip-Flop, though, very much in command of the lead for pole position. Element 10 is about to start his lap. The WSR 2 feeder series winner last season, looking to score some very good points in the Toro Rosso this season, maybe looking to challenge for that championship, though we'll have to wait and see if he can do that. As WSR Gurman is on his outlap in the SF90. And here comes Yusimi flying, coming around the final turn. Let's see what his time is going to be in the Silverado. It is going to be nothing. Invalidated.
I think Element 10 will be a bit of an underdog, considering that he recently won the feeder series. But if he's able to come back through and perform well,
he did have 2 podiums when he debuted last season. At the very end of the season, he was able to get a few podiums on his belt. So there is no question that he can fight for victories. Let's see if he can get one on the board this season.
I'm kind of curious to see if Sweet Crown is going to go out on the medium tires, just considering he's been in the pits for so long and it doesn't look like he's going to be doing 3 runs.
I have a feeling he might pull something good like that. Let's see what Element 10 can do. Coming around the final turn, missing the apex a little bit, going a little wide on the curve, but won't cost him too much time. Let's see what Element 10 is going to set, and it's going to be second fastest. It's a 138, the only other driver in the 130s besides Flip-Flop Fish, and definitely Element 10 on pace in this French Grand Prix.
Flip-Flop Fish is just after coming back out on track on a new set of the soft compound tires, the red stripe.
And a WSR Gurman on a flying lap in the SF90. Let's see what he can do to put the Scuderia further up on the grid. And I do believe somebody just set another time at an update of some sort.
Albiku is out on the medium tire.
Yes, he is. He's on that yellow striped Pirelli tire, the actual color of Pirelli.
Yes, we expect the pit strategy to be a soft to a medium in this 25% race, but in the actual race tomorrow, I believe it'll be a soft to hard or medium to hard.
And there's WSR Gurman going into the very slow chicane, flicking it into it fast and then slowing up, and now coming up to the third sector. Gonna flick it right, very difficult, and there's a yellow flag somewhere. Somebody went off track in some location, and it's Flip-Flop Fish who is slowing up a little bit, as I don't know if that threw off Gurman a little bit. He's a little bit off kilter going in, but he does hit the apex, and he goes a little doesn't want to be extending track limits, that's for sure. I do remember last... Oh.
You See Me Flying is out on track still on an old set of soft tires.
And Gurman doesn't set a lap, not happy with his first flying lap. So both Ferraris not yet setting a time, just 10 minutes over. We have 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in the session. And that is interesting. Both Ferraris not yet. Again, the Ferraris weren't too populated in the 2019 season. But looking to get a few more red cars onto the podium this season, hopefully bringing a little bit of Italian pride back, besides the Alfa Romeo, of course, which won the championship last season. And Nexus Chaos is on an outlap in his Williams, in his Rokit Williams racing car, and let's see what he can do. He is second fastest at the moment with a 132. So it said outlap. I guess that was a flying lap. He has actually gone up.
Flip-flop Fish is on his quick lap again now, coming into the chicane at the back of the straight at turn 8 and 9 and 10. Approaching turn 10 now, the fast right-hander, which you normally take flat out. Let's see if he does.
And he does. Definitely. So, and he does it very beautifully.
Yep.
And just using about as much curve as you can possibly use, and just touching the apex. Very on point is Flip-Flop Fish in this race, and definitely looking to possibly win the championship this season. He didn't have the best of luck, and he didn't, of course, enter from the very, very beginning of the season. And let's see, Ben Swervin, is he going to get in the way? No, he's not, but he's not going to be able to use the full extension. He had to make a little bit of a quicker turn. Let's see if that's going to affect him. If it's not, it's going to go faster. It's a 130.0, and getting close to the 129s, but just about missing it. And
Sweet Crown is ever again on the hards. Is ever again on the hard
compound tire. Now that's very interesting. He hasn't yet set a lap time, and we'll have to just wait and see how fast is Sweet Crown 19 if he can get that car anywhere up in the top 5 with a... Oh, was that a spin? It looks like a spin. There is a spin, and it's Ben Swervin, who was spun on track. He's been reset on track, and I think somebody had to take evasive action, and I'm assuming that the reset track is on, because normally that wouldn't happen. But Ben Swervin does have wing damage. Half the wing's almost gone.
But there wasn't a penalty, interestingly, involved now, so it was up to
I think it's because of the reset.
Yeah.
Because it reset the car. El Piku is warming up his tires, so despite the fact he's on a flying lap, he's just looking to keep it together.
And this is on the exact same used set as well of the medium compound.
And in that iconic gold helmet is Sweet Crown 19, and he's into the pits. Not yet set a time in this qualifying session. That is interesting.
Maybe he's just planning on doing the run very late. Maybe on mediums, so they're not too warm. And that was just an installation lap. Just get a bit.
Probably the only person doing installation laps on F1 2019, but we'll see. As WSR Gurman is on an outlap right now in the Ferrari. Both Ferraris at the bottom of the leaderboard right now. Even El Piku is above them if they were not to set times.
So who is your favorite coming into the season?
Well, even though he's not in this practice race, I have to say it's got to be Nathan de Villers, who came in very early in the season and had a very good victory in Bahrain, and he has a very good race before that as well. He came back at the end of the season and again showed just how fast he is and really gave Sweet Crown 19 one of his biggest challenges of the year. And I'm just going to go out and say I think Nathan de Villers can really put together a good championship fight to Sweet Crown 19. Now again, they're pretty close match, so I can't definitively say who's going to be champion, but I will tell you that I think Nathan de Villers is in my opinion, the best well-equipped driver, not only just being a real Formula driver, but also still having the amazing talent. And you see me flying coming up to the line, and he did not improve on his time, swerving the car all over the track. And what about you, Sully? Who do you think has the best chance of winning?
Sweet Crown, I think, is the obvious choice because of just how strong he was last season. The best duo on paper, though, have to be the Ferraris with him, Dan Gurnman. I do believe that De Villiers can pose a serious threat in the McLaren I think he's in. And we hope to see him here. And we hope to see him tomorrow. But I think it's going to be a close one, and I hope it isn't over as quickly as it was last year, because I want to see it go down to the very final race, which I hope it does. I just want to see some good close racing.
Sweet Crown 19 still not yet out, and Gurman is on a flying lap. Let's see what he can do. Where can he put this Ferrari? Still no time yet on the board for any of the Ferraris, and Gurman is not going to set a time. Both Ferraris at the moment at the bottom of the grid, and they have yet to set any times for one another. And both of them not seeming to be too dialed in, and this was soft compound tires for Gurman.
Gurman has to get into the pit lane very quickly, or he won't actually have time. He needs to be able to before the 2 minute 50 mark if he has any chance of actually completing a lap. It's going to be close. Flip-flop fish, no, it's You See Me Flying is pitting. And it doesn't look like he'll have time to go out again. Were you trying to say something there?
I just was wondering if that was also going to impede Sweet Crown 19, who might have been trying to come out, because as you know, if you're going into the pits, you won't be able to get out of your car if your teammate's also coming in. So I don't know if that impeded Sweet Crown 19 at all.
It does look like the Ferraris will be beginning at the back of the grid, because I don't think they'll have time. Wait, Gurman and Sweet Crown are both coming out.
Both Ferraris coming out.
I don't think they'll have time. And there's the glitch
2 minutes 20s. Yeah, they did come out of both, but then they separated. Teammates already hitting each other.
Okay, let's go.
This has to be very, very close. This is no, they haven't got time. You only have 30 seconds to get around the entire track. This is impossible. It's over.
We're going to see Honos is coming around in the Haas on his final lap. It's a 1:31.6 at the moment. Let's see what he can do. Can he improve? He's currently 5th fastest at the moment. You See Me Flying, who will not be setting another lap, all the way down in 6th position in the Mercedes. So both Mercedes separated by quite a big margin. And here comes Albiku. Will he finally set a time, put his car further up on the grid? It's going to be 4th fastest, so Albiku putting himself into the top 5. Here comes Honos across the line, and it's going to be 4th fastest. Puts down Albiku to 5th, so he goes faster as well. Here comes Swerven in the Alfa Romeo around the final turn. Let's see what he can do. He's sitting in 8th fastest right now. Maybe he can go faster, and he will not go faster, and he will not improve in qualifying. Here comes the final 2 Ferraris. There's about a minute left. It looks like they'll just be able to get over the line before qualifying ends. And Flip-Flop Fish goes faster. He gets into the 129s. A blistering final lap from him.
Swerven is after crashing in the first sector.
Yeah, I did see that. And Sweet Crown 19 is going to get across, and so will Gurman. So both Ferraris will get a final lap to do it. And it's Gurman on the soft tires, and on the medium compound tires of Sweet Crown 19. The 2 Ferraris line astern. It's Sweet Crown 19, though, who will be getting slipstream if he can get close enough to his teammate Gurman.
I don't think Gurman moved for showing their love after what exactly happened in the pits earlier on.
Maybe not. Let's see what they can do, though, as Albiku retired from the session, and the qualifying session is over. And it is Flip-Flop Fish on pole position at the moment. But let's see what Sweet Crown 19 can do, or Gurman, if they can put themselves higher up on the grid. Coming around to the third sector. On that straight before the flat right-hander, if they take it flat. If they don't, they're definitely not going to get on pole position. Let's see what he can do, and he just hugs it to the curb. Very well through is Gurman. Sweet Crown 19 is behind him. He takes it well as well. And the two prancing horses are coming around the Sector 3. Let's see what Gurman can do. Let's see what Sweet Crown can do. Where will these red cars go on the grid before this practice race? 2 minutes remaining in the after part of the qualifying session. They will make it just about, and let's see what Gurman can do. Going a little wide into the after the final turn. Sweet Crown has pitted, and Gurman has 4th position on the grid, and he gets it into the top 5. Sweet Crown 19 in his first practice race. He is still going. Let's see what he can do. He's on that soft compound tire. Sweet Crown 19, however, is going to start at the bottom of the grid, so a lot of work to do for himself. Let's see what Yosemite Flying can do. Can he improve from 8th position, coming across the line, and it's going to be no. 8th fastest for Yosemite Flying. Disappointing in his first race in the Mercedes.
Is Sweet Crown 19 doing this on purpose to see what type of practice he can get on overtaking? Is this strategic for tomorrow?
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter where it goes, you know, in this race. Well, so I guess maybe he's just practicing some overtaking.
Or maybe he isn't trying to give away what his exact strategy is at this point in time.
All times are set on all fastest times are set on that soft compound tire, so no outliers in this qualifying session, but it is Flip-Flop Fish in first, Chaos in second, and Element 10 in third position in the Toro Rosso. Gurman in 4th, and rounding off the top 5 is Honos 97 in the Haas. A good first qualifying for Honos, a new man on the grid. Nexus Chaos also a very good position in second for his first race in WSR.
7th.
No, it was in second.
Honos.
No, Honos was in 5th. Nexus is in second.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. I thought you were going through the grid order, and I thought you said he was in... My bad.
Yes. And we're just waiting for all the cars to load up and get onto their formation lap.
Is the formation lap on?
I hope it is.
It should be.
We've had a few times where the formation lap has not been loaded.
I can confirm nor deny.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that gives us a lot of answers.
A lot of confidence in the. But we're gonna wait and see. Session starting, and no, there is no formation lap, and we're ready to start the action. And Flip-Flop Fish gets a good start. Nexus Chaos slots behind him, and he did not have a good start as Element 10 is already side by side of him into turn 1. On the inside is the Toro Rosso of and Nexus Chaos might be getting overtaken. No! Nexus Chaos gets ahead of the Toro Rosso, but Elbiku and Pastor get ahead of Honos, who had a bad start. You see me flying in 10th position all the way down, battling now with Sweet Crown 19, gets ahead of him. And now just slotting behind as Sweet Crown 19 all the way down in 10th position, did not gain a place through the first few corners, but Flip-Flop Fish had a great start. Nexus Chaos behind him, not having the best of starts. Element 10 almost jumping him on the start, but Element 10 got compromised in the beginning, and now he is further down the grid than he would have liked to have been, and it is Gurman who is in the slipstream right now of Element 10. Elbiku, though, behind him as well. And Pastor in 6th position. Honos all the way down in 7th, not having a good start. Ben Swervin is in 8th. You See Me Flying is chasing him down. Sweet Crown 19 will also be chasing him down. And You See Me Flying is looking around the outside, not going to get it though. And You See Me Flying looking to make places up early, but here comes Sweet Crown 19 also looking to make up some places, and it's not going to be easy with You See Me Flying in front of him, but let's see what he can do. And there's contact. You See Me Flying has spun, and he hits Ben Swervin, and Sweet Crown 19 hits him as well, and there's wing damage on Sweet Crown 19. I think You See Me Flying might have wing damage too, and Is there an end plate? Yep, end plate gone on the front wing of You See Me Flying, and Sweet Crown 19 must go into the pits. He's hit You See Me Flying, who spun, and there was big contact, and he tried to go on the inside of Ben Swervin. Ben Swervin didn't necessarily give him the room, though I don't know if that was necessarily an overtaking location, and already big problems for Sweet Crown 19, who has had the pit very early on, and You See Me Flying also getting a wing change, and he'll come up behind Sweet Crown 19.
Exit now.
I think something's after happening to Abiku, because he was ahead of Gernman and Tipaster, but now he's actually behind all
and
of them.
And he's ran really wide, and Honos might be looking to get him, and now they're both swerving around, but Honos side by side of Albiku, and they're going to go on the inside. It's Honos going on the inside into the chicane. Let's see if he can do it. There's that Renault ahead of him, which might make it difficult, and Albiku is going to stick it on now on the inside, and now Honos and Albiku are going side by side. This is outrageous. Still side by side. There goes Honos ahead of Albiku, and he is, and yes, that was absolutely amazing, putting it in 6th position. And now it's going to be Albiku who's looking, swerving, and trying his best, but no location for him to overtake. Looking at Nexus Chaos though.
Incredible.
That was a very, very nice battle right there. Nexus and Element are having a big scrap right now, and Element looking on the inside a little bit. Now coming around the final turn, DRS is going to be activated on this lap, and now we're going to see some big overtakes, I presume. Let's see what Nexus Chaos can do. He's also in the slipstream. Element 10, though, is going to be much closer on this DRS straight, and Nexus might have a little bit to play with Element 10 in the Toro Rosso. The top 3 drivers, though, in a pretty big scrap right now.
Honos is also getting quite close to Tipaster as well.
And he might overtake him before the DRS straight, and oh no, braking very early. I don't think he really wanted to try that with Tipaster. We gave him plenty of room, though, to make the overtake. And now here comes Nexus all over the back of Flip Flop Fish, and already gaining on him before the DRS straight. DRS activated now, and he's going to try to get ahead of Flip Flop Fish. Going side by side, and I think he's going to get ahead of him, and he slots just ahead of him now, and he makes the move, done and dusted. Flip-Flop Fish hits him back a little bit. I think Flip-Flop Fish had a little bit of contact with him, but now looking to go side by side. Element 10 is looking, but didn't make any moves on him, and yes,
Honos is after getting past Tipaster as well, and now Tipaster and Albiku are also very close in the 3rd sector.
Albiku looking everywhere. He's trying everywhere to make an overtake on Pastor. And going wide again.
The top 4 are very, very close, all within 2 seconds of each other.
And there is Gurman. And look at all these cars. They're all over each other. Here comes Flip Flop Fish, and he's now coming on to Nexus Chaos. They're going side by side down the start-finish straight, slotting behind. Flip Flop Fish is Nexus. Element 10 sitting in 3rd position, looking to make a move, but no, doesn't happen. WSR Gurman is still chasing him in this top 4 battle. Now Gurman gets on the inside. Now we're going to go around the outside into this turn. Look at this, and oh no, not having enough room, and he's got to go off track, and he's just going to join just behind Element 10. And Element 10 gave him as much room as possible. That would have been a very hard move to make. But now we're going to look at Nexus Chaos, who is going to be in the slipstream again of the leader, Flip Flop Fish. He's going to have DRS. Let's see what he can do. Coming up to the rear diffuser, Gurman now side by side of Element 10, slots ahead of him, and now Flip Flop Fish will keep the position, however, as Gurman gets into 3rd position ahead of Element 10.
Tipaster and Albiku are still having a bit of a scrap. They're within a second of each other still. Albiku's after getting a time penalty for cutting corners, I believe. I just saw it bottom of my screen.
He has been extending track limits by quite a lot. And yes, I did see the 3-second penalty and multiple warnings.
3-second penalty for multiple warnings, I can confirm.
And now Ben Swervin also getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Lap 4 of 13 in this race.
Element 10 is getting very close to Gurman again.
And here comes Flip Flop Fish into the pits.
Oh, this is an interesting call. That's a bit early. It's a bit earlier than expected. But he should be able to go to the end on the medium tires.
Let's look at Element 10, though. He's in the slipstream. Got DRS on Gurman. It's going to be a move on the inside. And into the inside. No, he doesn't get it. Gurman, though, now off track. And he's going to come back on track, and he's going to come behind Element 10. And it looked like he had to get out of the way a little bit. I don't know if there was enough room in the turn 1 from either side, but nevertheless, Gurman going off track now behind Element 10 again. And Element 10 is now in second position with the pit stop from Flip-Flop Fish.
Gurman, Chaos, and UC Flying have now all gotten 3-second time penalties.
Very, not a lot of respecting of track limits so far in this race, as Gurman looked a little bit around the outside, but nothing doing it.
And it seems like the cars are about to split up a bit, but it'll be interesting to see if Chaos responds to Flip-Flop Fish, to see if he comes into the pits now, or if any other drivers does. And Gurman is still quite close to Element 10 within DRS range.
And let's see what Nexus is going to do. He's coming up to that pit lane entrance. And is he going to respond? Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
To the pits.
So does Element 10. He's right behind him. And
Element
Gurman.
10 into the pits. And Gurman.
Oh,
So the top
5-second
four.
time penalty for Element 10.
Oh, speeding in the pit lane. He didn't slow down fast enough. Honos follows them. So does the Pastor. Big stuff going on in the pit lane right now. Flip-Flop Fish might be looking for a pretty good, and everybody's into the pits right now. They're all responding to Flip-Flop Fish.
Pastor has also, after getting a 5-second penalty as well, with Element 10.
Oh, now this is going to be close, guys, as Flip-Flop Fish does get ahead of Nexus. And Element 10 is ahead of Gurman in the pits. Honos is in 5th, to Pastor in 6th, and no position changes for pretty much anybody. And Flip-Flop Fish gets himself into the lead of this race. So a masterclass strategy decision from Flip-Flop. Flip-Flop, pretty much everybody responded, and Flip-Flop came ahead.
LB2 is now very close to Pastor, and Ben Swerven is being closed in by Sweet Crown at the back of the field.
And let's see what else we can do. Coming up to the Pastor in the Renault. The formerly Renault-driven Red Bull car, now with the Honda engine, and he is dropping back a little bit even with DRS. Flip-Flop Fish, though, has a 3-second time penalty. Now, I don't believe Nexus has any time penalties at the moment.
He does
have a time penalty.
Yeah, he has 1 3-second time penalty. I'm not sure about Element 10, I can check up on that now, but I do know Gurman does. He has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
So he got one as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, Element 10, was it Element 10 who got the 5 seconds? I thought it was Element 10 who got the 5 seconds for speeding.
Yeah. Element 10 did get a 5 second for speeding, so did Tape Hapster. Nexus Chaos has not got a penalty yet.
Oh, so he might be looking.
But he's 1 warning away, so any type of oh no, he has. Sorry, he has. I just saw it there, the corner of my eye. He did get a 3-second time penalty on lap 5.
So the real question is, how many more penalties will drivers receive? Will there be any position changes? Flip-Flop Fish and Nexus might be in a battle of penalties right now, and Sweet Crown 19 has gone ahead of Ben Swerven, but then Ben Swerven overtakes him. And this is a proper scrap right now for Sweet Crown 19, who's looking to get ahead of the Alfa Romeo, and oh man, that was almost contact. And now Ben Swerven is trying his best to keep Sweet Crown 19 behind him, and this is getting very feisty right now. Let's see what Sweet Crown 19 can do. He's going to, of course, have DRS on the straight, and you would say this should be an easy overtake. Ben Swerven is going to do his best, and now kind of go around the outside, and this is going to be a very good move from him if he can do it. And oh, Ben Swerven tried on the inside, and now Sweet Crown 19 did not get best exit. Oh man, Ben Swerven almost hits the back of Sweet Crown 19. I think there was a little bit of contact, but nothing too serious. I think Ben Swerven did hit the rear tires of Sweet Crown 19 trying to make that overtake on the inside, and that was almost contact.
Tape Pastor is close to Honos. It does look like that Element 10 will drop behind Gurman after penalties at this current moment in time.
And German has another 3-second penalty.
Never mind, he'll stay exactly where he is. That's the
And
second penalty
Nexus
of the
goes
race.
fastest.
By how much, I wonder?
I think about a tenth of a second or so.
By 3/10
And
of a
Element 10
second.
has a 3-second time penalty now.
This could be a battle penalty.
Reduce the arrest deployment, please.
I think it very much is at this point. Drivers are separating a little bit. Ben swerving though. We're still keeping it close to Sweet 19, though we expect that gap is going to get a little bit bigger near the end of this race. It is lap 8 right now, so not too many more laps to go. And we're going to see what drivers can do. Nobody too close to each other at the moment.
Chaos went quicker than Flip Flop Fish 4 by 3/10 of a second, with a 1:33.5 when Flip Flop Fish had a 1:33.8. They're the only two drivers in the 33s at the moment.
So both drivers very much dialed in. Nexus Chaos looking very impressive in his first practice race of WSR, and let's see if he can replicate this tomorrow. Though practice is practice, and just like F1 practice, it means absolutely nothing, and who knows what will happen tomorrow in WSR.
And also, pre-season can be a bit iffy at times because we've seen Ferraris in real life always looking quicker, and then it's just
disappointment. And Nexus gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and that's another time penalty. Flip-Flop Fish, I believe, only has one.
Yes, he does. So, if it remains the way it is, I believe I think Element 10 and Gurnman and Nexus are going to be in the exact same place. But I think if Nexus is able to overtake Flip-Flop, he'll have to increase a gap of at least 5 seconds. No,
that
4 seconds.
That's considering, of course, that Flip-Flop doesn't get any further penalties.
Yeah, any further penalties. There isn't really any close gaps on track at the moment. It's beginning to
everybody's
even out
spreading out a little bit. This does tend to happen though with the smaller grids. We tend to get a lot less battling, but we've had a pretty good amount of battles so far. Actually, all the drivers are relatively same pace of each other. Of course, we do have our front runners, but even Sweet 19 has had some struggles, not able to really move up the road. Of course, he didn't have that pit stop in the beginning, which set him back by quite a bit, but not a serious amount. I think Sweet 19 not having the best of races in his first preseason race, to be quite fair. Even with the front wing replacement, he has not been on pace since then, but then again, that might have messed up his strategy pretty big time. And he is on that hard tire, so very hard to get a lot of pace on there, but we've seen him fast on much worse tires than that around tracks like this. I mean, the hards aren't too bad around France. We've seen him on hard tires around some much worse tracks.
So yeah, it's definitely interesting. I do believe he has the pace still, but what will be interesting though is to see if, in your opinion, before this race began and to now, who has shocked you the most, either good or bad?
I think, well, I think Yusumi Fine actually hasn't been all that. I expected more out of Yusumi Fine. I mean, I've seen him drive in the Mercedes, and that's generally the car he's faster in, so I'm a little surprised that he isn't fully on pace, because that generally is his car. Nexus, of course, I didn't know anything about Nexus going in, so of course it's always a surprise to see a new driver on the block, but he's had a very consistent race, and the penalties are a bit of a shortcoming, but again, it's preseason, so we can't take anything too much in consideration. German's also doing very good. I think being in the Ferrari now, he's definitely going to be able to produce a lot more than he was in the Racing Point car. And I think El Piku also a little bit disappointing. Moving into the Red Bull car, definitely a much better car than the Renault. I think I expected a little bit more from him. Ben Swerven, I gotta say, I'm a little iffy on his driving style. He's had a few moments of a few drivers so far in this race, and he seems to be a little bit of a wild animal, as it seems. Not very predictable out on track, but definitely an interesting person to say the least in terms of his driving. A little bit of Ayrton Senna to say the least. A
bit of an early Verstappen almost.
Very early for Stackman. Let's just hope that it's not too early for Stackman, because then it's just Maldonado. Even if the gap doesn't exist, still go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I'll be honest with you, I think Sweet Crown 19 has been disappointing in this race. Even with the front wing repair, I mean, we've seen Sweet Crown 19 come from the very bottom of the grid, though he is about to make an overtake on Albiku, so he's going to save himself a little bit. But I think overall, no, Ben Swerven has crashed. The yellow flag in Sector 1. Ben Swerven has had a DNF. And I think it's just into the first part of before getting onto the straight. He's had big spins there before. I'm not seeing where the car is. Let's see if it was on the start-finish straight.
Swerve, yeah, he used DNF through terminal damage, and there he is on, no, Muskins then fast left to see if I can see him. He was quite close to using me flying, so I was kind of hoping to see on his POV, but I'm not entirely sure where.
And Sweet Crown 19 still hasn't made that move on Albiku, which is surprising. But again, Sweet Crown 19, even with the front wing replacement, still not necessarily the most impressive performance for him, because he's still had multiple opportunities to get overtakes. And quite frankly, I think the scrap with Ben Swerven, maybe it was Swerven a little bit his fault in terms of that, but overall, I think it was a bit of a disappointment for Sweet Crown 19. Obviously, he didn't expect the crash, but we've seen him come back from much worse with them before, so I think not the best of showings from him. But again, it is preseason testing. I don't want to hold too much weight on anything that's going on in this race.
I think the surprise for me was definitely chaos. First of all, it's good to see a new
Sweet Crown 19 3-second time penalty.
As did Albiku right before
so
him.
I don't know if they're I think Albiku has more penalty.
Yeah, but I think the real surprise for me actually was Albiku. He didn't really have the pace early on. He seemed to be going off track a lot, especially early on.
And here comes, and look at that, there's contact! Sweet Crown 19 and Albiku have made contact, and now Albiku, and they're ghosting a little bit, and now they're ghosting quite a lot. And I want to tell you one thing, if there was no ghosting, there would have been a lot of contact between those drivers. And it looked like Albiku had to swerve out of the way of Sweet Crown 19, who came across him, came up to him just a little bit, and that was a little bit of a squeeze job. And now look at this, used to be flying 10-second penalty for quarter cutting. What has he done now?
He must have just cut the entire chicane.
I think he's a little bit done with this race at the moment. Not been a good performance from him. Flip-flop Fish, though, is coming around for his final lap.
But yeah, I think you see me flying just cut the entirety of the chicane on the straight and just said, yeah, I'm done with it.
I'm a little over it.
Gernman 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I wonder will Honos or Pastor overtake Gernman or Element 10?
I think Honos might jump both of them, to be quite frank. I think there's a possibility.
Now, we have to remember about the 5-second time penalty for Element 10 as well to see how much that will affect him.
I think Honos might jump both of them. I'm not going to name that for sure. Obiku's coming back up on Sweet Crown 19 now. Sweet Crown 19, I don't think he'd like to get overtaken on the final lap. But not a very good run out of the final, that turn, sorry, for Albiku. And he's not going to get a major amount of boost from this DRS. In fact, he's going to lose time on the straight. But now let's ride on board with Albiku. Sorry, not Albiku. At Flip-Flop Fish, who is coming around the final few turns. And he is going to win the WSR practice race in France. The practice race before the real race, which is going to happen tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, as Flip-Flop Fish coming around the final turn, and he is going to win the French Grand Prix, and he is going to cement himself as a championship contender. Here comes Nexus Chaos, and he'll finish 6 seconds behind. Here comes Element 10, and he will stay third at the moment. And Gurman now is going to finish in 4th at the moment. Here comes Honos. What will happen? And he does get both of them. And Honos finds himself on the podium. A very good finish for Honos in the Haas. Very, very impressive in his first race.
Look at the gap between Gurman and Pastor after penalties. That's incredible. That's very close.
But look at element 10 by half a second.
Wow. But I think what this is actually proving is that Flip-Flop Fish is definitely a driver who just shows, who just shows consistency as anything.
And here comes the top 3 drivers. It's Flip-Flop Fish, the American on the podium, another American in Honos on the podium in the Haas, and Nexus, who is looking a little bit like Ayrton Senna at the moment, is on in second position. Thank you very much for watching. This was the preseason test of WSR. My name is WSRX.
And my name is Alex O'Sullivan, or Sully. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you very much, and join us tomorrow in the WSR Formula World Championship. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
I thought that went pretty well.
Yeah, that went real well. For you guys.
Yeah, not for you.
Not for
that was
me.
not great.
No, that's not very good.
Murdered
That's all right,
Sweet
man.
Crown's a race.
I did. I really did. You should see my stream, dude. We fucking like buried my hand, my face in my hands for like 10 seconds. I'm like, no, because look, I tried to get to Ben's left, and I was at his. Stop pulling on me, you. Go over there. Go over there. I will come get you when I'm ready. Go over there. I love you. I tried to get to his inside, and I guess he didn't see me at all, and that's fine. Like, it wasn't a good decision, and I wouldn't do that tomorrow. But I wanted to see what he would do because I invited him because he and I have battled wheel to wheel a lot. So I invited him to this league because I figure I would have a good fight with him the whole season. So that's why he's here. Because I want to have someone that I can fight with. Because all these other motherfuckers, except El Biku and maybe Element when he's fucking up, like I might, and the pastor, but like if they're not doing badly, I'm gonna only be able to fight with Ben out of the group that we're with. So that's why I brought him. So
who was El Biku fighting with in the beginning again? I forgot. Was it the pastor?
Yeah, to pastor, except
they had an amazing battle in the chicane.
Yeah,
and they just didn't touch each other at all. It was like amazing.
And then the lap after, I think El Biku just kept on going wide like about 4 times and lost about 3 positions, I think.
What's
Incredible.
the second track?
The second track this season?
Yeah.
Germany, Hockenkoch. I'm looking at it right now. It's Hockenkoch.
Well, do you guys? I don't care. Like, we can do another race. You guys can race if you want.
Well, I'm definitely not racing, but I'm good.
We can commentate if you want. If you want to do it like another.
I don't know if I want to do
25%.
another commentary. I wasn't even expecting to do one today.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't care. I just was gonna see if these guys wanted to do another one, but you guys don't have to commentate it.
Well, we can watch if you want to race, and we can just talk about what exactly happened.
Yeah, I mean that's
and
fine.
what the plans are.
Sure.
I don't
Let
care.
me tell these guys.
I didn't get the practice my new start, but it was okay. There was no formation lap.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll put a formation lap on this. I'm sorry, man. Come on, give me a break. Is there anything else that's wrong?
No, that's fine.
Where is the fucking formation lap?
You can't if it's a 5-lapper.
Ghosting off. It's not 5 laps, 25%.
Oh yeah, Ben's. I think it was El Biku and Sweet Crown would have had a major crash if they hadn't been ghosting. To be fair though, Drew, Ben Swerven was a little on the edge this race.
So Drew, 10-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Yeah, what was
going
that?
on, man?
Dude, I was done. And then I almost did it again, but then I remembered 20 points and you're DQ'd, so I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, well, that will definitely be going to stewards if that happens tomorrow.
Oh, for sure, but I wouldn't have done that. I would definitely not have done that. Just like I wouldn't have made that move on Ben Swerven.
Oh yeah, I think Ben Swerven crashed at the end. Yeah, he did. He crashed at the end.
And I was coming up on him. I was like, I'm about to battle this motherfucker for the rest of the race. It's going to be great. And then he crashed. I'm like, wait, where'd he go? Wait, there's the yellow flag. Wait, they're talking about him. Oh, and by the way, one of the most difficult things that I've ever done in my life is do race this game without hearing I can't hear the game. I'm hearing you. So I didn't hear my car at all. I couldn't hear shit. It was doing mute. I was completely mute the whole race. That was the most ridiculous shit. It was. I was redlining the car. I was shifting into fucking third when I should be in fifth. Like, oh, bro. That's why I couldn't qualify. That's why I was out on the fucking soft tires for 4 laps, dude.
So everybody probably heard our commentary, and it probably sounded weird. Like, why are they talking and he's racing?
Maybe, but I'm gonna delete it. I streamed it so that you guys can listen to it, and then I'll delete it when you're done listening to it.
I also really want to see your hands going to your face.
Oh yeah, dude, that's actually quite funny. I was very upset.
I think I'll probably just record that little bit of it and make it a GIF.
Yeah, no, you could. You definitely could. That would be a great one. Hey, can I give you some candy if you go sit down?
I've an idea for like a wonderful WSR YouTube video. WSR You See Me Flying Fails of the Year, top 50.
Top 50?
50?
Yeah.
50? There's only 16 fucking races.
Ah, but include last season as well, why not?
Here.
I don't think he had that many fails.
I'm taking the piss, don't worry.
Except Hungary, that was a whole fail. When he came in far too early in the rain.
I know, no,
it's time to go on those intermediates right now. It's bone dry.
No, it can't be as bad as I think it was China with was it JB who went on the soft tires on like a soaking track.
Well, that's when he got banned the first time.
The first time? There was a second time?
Well, no, he got banned. Well, no, I mean, he got banned once, and then he got banned again, like permanently almost. Is he racing? Is JB racing in the season?
Everybody beware! Everybody beware for Pastor bloody Maldonado.
Druber, is JB racing or no?
There's no blue. Stop yelling. No.
Where's blue? Where's the blue?
You're my boy, Blue. That was really hard, though.
It's pretty quiet out on
Wait,
track.
where's is JB racing tomorrow or no?
Nathan?
No, JB.
Yeah, he should be.
Should be.
Wait, JB's back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say, I'll keep my camera on him for the entire race if you want, and I'll just point at anything. The entire race.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe we should do a top 50 fails on him, because that's definitely going to happen.
He wasn't in the season long enough. He got booted too quick.
Oh, no, he
died in Bahrain very quickly and then swore everybody out. And then,
I remember.
And then he got kicked out after China after he called me a cunt.
Okay, well, onto the setup of the car.
I remember that.
Alright, let's see here.
Drew, do you want me to show you how to do the changing the numbers? I was talking about it earlier. Yeah, if you go to the customization in the main menu, you go to driver, and go to profile, and you just scroll over to driver number.
Oh, it's right in there?
Yeah, you're able to select anything that isn't a real driver number.
Okay. That's fine. So we'll tell everybody to do that.
Yeah, and in case of an overlap, give preference to the people who were in the previous season for fairness. And then after that, it's first come, first serve.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you want me to officially come back as a steward, I'm willing to do it now.
Yeah, no, definitely. So you and Noah can do that.
Thank God.
After thinking about it for a while.
That was so terrible this season.
Yeah, it wasn't good. That was a fucking shit show.
And we literally just stopped doing penalties at green.
Yeah, just stop. It was like, alright guys, have at it. Like, here we go.
Like, just fucking die into each other. We don't care.
Well, it got to a point where like there were so many people that were like, well, what? And like it was only really 3 people that were causing problems.
It was Juan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
And who else?
Jude.
Probably. Right. Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember the amount of penalties that's been spewed bloody Monaco.
No, yeah, but he straight just took somebody out here, and he said he was gonna do it too.
Thank God he didn't. I mean, quite frankly, we were very, very, very nice to him. We probably should have kicked him out of the season.
Oh yeah. I'm happy he's back though in tier 2.
Right. Okay, so I need to.
Oh, so we back.
Yeah, tier 2.
So Sully.
Yep.
We're able to put a YouTube account on multiple PS4s, right?
Yeah, why'd you ask?
Well, you're gonna be commentating tier 2, right?
Yes. Oh,
So,
you just have Drew, it'd be a hell of a lot easier.
No, because Drew doesn't even have the YouTube account on his.
No, but I can just delete mine and put it back on, and delete it and put it back on. I don't give a shit, dude.
Well, no, I mean you can have a. I mean, do you really care that much?
Because I'm hosting the American one, you see, like, because the league's been hosted in America, and my Wi-Fi is already struggling in the league to begin with, which is the reason why I'm not driving anymore. I don't think it'll actually help me very much, considering the latency on my end.
That's fine. That makes sense.
My PlayStation literally hates doing anything when I'm in multiplayer. With
I don't really mind. I don't really mind like doing tier 2. Like I know it was easier. Like I know you guys want to make it easier for me, but like I don't really care.
I mean,
but
yeah,
you're working.
You're working. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Not always work. I'm not always working.
I'm sure Drew can do it pretty easily.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like, Drew, it should be really pain in the ass every time to try to teach you how to put these down. Because you'll forget.
But no, I won't forget. It's my company. I won't forget, dude. I don't forget shit from my painting company.
Actually, Drew, if you want to do something useful, you can there was a kerfuffle in the group chat about the times being wrong on the website.
Oh yeah,
can you change that? Because that's after there was I can't remember who it was. I think it was Albiku in the group chat who was asking about what times the F1 is on at, because it's actually wrong on the website.
Oh really?
Yeah, it still says 7:05.
Oh shit.
On the Formula 1 Season 2 homepage. I'm looking at it now.
Move, Max.
I just thought I'd point it out as soon as possible.
I think the website looks really good now, by the way, though, in general. The
website looks class, lads. The website looks class.
It's way better than it used to look. I hated the original.
I was Yeah.
Yeah, the original one that he had.
Like, I was expecting to go into this and just see, like, the worst website ever, and actually have to lie to you that, oh yeah, it's actually brilliant, but no, it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
So are you doing the highlights again for this season?
Yeah, we are. We're doing the highlights.
Oh damn it!
Like,
Did I just
4
go
races.
all the way around again?
Like it's gonna be like a big group of highlight race, not just every single race gets a highlight.
Okay, so it's going to be kind of between each break.
Correct. Every break is going to get a bunch of races.
Okay, so cool. So 6 at a time then. Well, 6, 6, and 4. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Sounds groovy. And what about the other content? Are you scrapping the idea of the hot laps or keeping them?
Well, I didn't get a hot lap.
No. Sweet Crown did it and sent it to you.
No, he didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, I did one now.
He only sent me a message.
No, then message him and ask him to fucking send it to you again.
Okay. get Sweet Crown to send that for this weekend, and then from every
now I
other
got it.
weekend, I'll just do a hot lap each week.
I thought
Would that be
Nathan
easier?
was doing it. What happened?
No, Nathan, dude. Nathan is about to start testing for F4, dude. Leave him alone.
Yeah,
So
leave
he's
him
not
alone.
doing. So he's not doing anything
No,
now.
dude. I gave him a total pass, and I'm like thinking about giving him like 10 grand. Like, leave him alone. I might pay for like 4 days of testing. I'm dead serious. Leave him alone. Leave that fucking guy alone. Let him focus.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not. I
definitely.
never talked to the guy.
No, I know. That's why I'm
talked to
telling
him.
you. That's why I'm telling you. Just let's leave him alone. Let him do his thing. Because if I want to be able to say that I helped someone become an F1 driver, and that's not a lie. I want that to be real.
And you want WSR on his car when he gets to F1.
Yeah, you want.
Oh, dude, he won't do that because that would cost like at least $250,000 to have it like the size of a fucking postcard. You know what I mean?
If you're investing $10,000 on his F4 career, you can easily have an F4 team put WSR in their car. They would gladly take that. Just $10,000, dude, for an F4 team.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, we're talking about it. He's right now talking about.
Anyway.
He's talking to major multi-million-dollar corporations, like 100, 200, 300 million dollar corporations in LA right now. And he has a couple people on the hook, and if they do what they say they're going to do, and if he does what I know he's capable of doing and provides a professional appearance, articulates well, and has the confidence and shows it, then he's going to get all the money he needs, and he's not going to need anything from me. But if he slips, or if he's tired, or if he makes a mistake, or if he doesn't show enough confidence, or whatever, and he needs a little help down the road, I talked to my dad, and I was like, look, this guy and this and that, told him everything, and he's like, if he needs it, we'll see if we can give him up to maybe 10 grand. So,
dang cool, it! Man. Why didn't I become a race car driver? Fuck it.
Drew, can I get a loan for you to put me through Harvard?
No.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No.
I'm getting paid $125 a month. And
I mean, look, I didn't really talk to my dad about that.
And I'm a college student.
I didn't really talk to my dad about that, but he would definitely be down for that if we could somehow market my painting company. My painting company would have no problem doing that. Dead serious, my painting company would be more than happy to do that.
Do I have no gas? I have no gas. Fuel mix low. Oh no, I have to retire. I'm retiring because someone's gonna crash into me. What'd you say?
Out of curiosity, what's your painting company called?
Dynamic Painting Company.
That's very simple. I'm definitely not Googling that.
Well, there's about 500 dynamic painting companies in America. There's other dynamic painting companies. It's not just Drew's. Drew's is just the best.
That is correct. I appreciate the sentiment, Noah. And I can't wait for you to get your ass down here and start making some large dollars, dude.
Much better than I did finally get my. I'm permanently now a tech sales associate at Staples. They finally moved me up.
That's good.
Because I was just in my trial period, but now they officially put me on.
Surely this isn't the first one that just appeared.
What?
Nothing, I'm just talking to myself. Hey Drew, I got some good news for you.
Sully?
Yeah, but if you, I got some good news for you. If you
what's your good news?
If you Google Dynamic Painting Company, okay, in Ireland, your company is the first one that appears.
Oh, there you go. You're international already. Where's there the paint in Ireland?
Not much.
Exactly. It just rains too much. Nothing's ever gonna be able to dry out there.
Google my company. What happened?
I'm not gonna explain it again.
My wife called me. I'm sorry.
Your company is the first company that appears on Google in Ireland. If you
That's
Google
awesome.
Dynamic Painting Company.
That makes me really happy, actually. Holy crap.
I can screenshot that if you want on my phone. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you should do that. I'm actually really happy about that. That's epic. I'm
And
gonna tell
ignore
my
the
dad about that.
and ignore the absolute class laptop that you're also about to see, which is definitely not a shameless plug.
The what laptop?
The laptop I literally just googled it on.
Oh.
Because I went into the website and it even said Drew in it, so I'm assuming it's your one.
Yeah, probably. Is it blue?
Let me go back to the website. 1 second. Actually, I just have an address. Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
Norbert.
Yep. That's awesome, dude. That makes me happy. Haley, you're not
Never
going to be driving
paint in
that.
Ireland, but
Yeah, but it's really good that that comes up for him. That's awesome. Because there are, like, I think 13 dynamic painting companies, but they're not dynamic painting company, comma, Inc., period. Like, I specifically titled my company with suffix.
I didn't even put in the ink or anything. It just came up.
I know, that's why I did that. So that you don't have to put in the ink, but I was able to call my company Dynamic Painting Company by putting the comma, ink, period. I couldn't have called it Dynamic Painting Company because that already exists.
Unfortunately, dynamic painting does not come up first in Connecticut.
Did you write Dynamic Painting Company?
Well, no, I just put dynamic painting.
No, Dynamic Painting Company. And then...
We already have a dynamic painting in Connecticut. It's in Trumbull.
We haven't. I don't think we have one in Ireland, you see.
Oh, you're closed.
I'm eating my lollipop. What are you doing?
Drew, what are you doing?
Huh?
Drew is not open 24 hours a day. Get out of here. Monday through Friday, open 24 hours.
Oh yeah, I am, dude. I'll take calls, and I just got a thing from Home Advisor like 10 minutes ago. I'll get them at like 1 in the morning from drunk dudes. I'll call them too. I'll call those people at 1 a.m. I'll be like, I noticed you just put a lead request in through Home Advisor about 30 seconds ago. It's like 1:45 in the morning. They're like, oh yeah, well you could come out and give me a quote, dude. Yeah, no problem. I love people though. Seriously, I don't ever do that. I never call people at 1 in the morning. That's ridiculous. And nobody ever talks to me drunk. But there's definitely people that probably go online, and like I wake up in the morning, and there will be people that like 4 or 5 in the morning. Maybe they wake up really early and they go for like a run. They come home, they're like, man, my shutters could use a paint job. I don't know, like whatever it is, but it makes me happy because I get to meet them. I get to do a paint job for them, and usually, like I would say 9 or 9.5 out of 10 times, all my customers are repeat customers. They're really happy. You can't make literally every single person happy though, like, and you know, you guys will learn that over time. You guys probably already know
People
that.
are assholes.
Hey, you're gonna get hurt. That's gonna hurt your arms, sweetheart. Yes, it will, because it has a motor inside of it. And listen, one thing that you don't do is put your feet on that. It's expensive. Okay? You know what else is expensive? The appointment for the orthopedist when you break your foot. Get out of here. Come on. I love everything about you, and you're the angel of my eye. Move your little bottom over there.
Let's see how Drew's painting company is doing. 4.5
out of 5.
That's not terrible.
I like how Drew, you should not have replied to my review on your company. It just says, thanks, Noah. Like, yeah, that's definitely a real review now.
Did I say that?
You did. Somebody, response from the owner, thanks, Noah. Yeah, it doesn't look fake.
Well, it's not, because you know the owner, and you've actually been to job sites, so you actually have first-hand knowledge of the quality of our work. So it's not fake, number one. But number two, I don't have a problem editing that. Thank you for telling me. I don't know who did that. Maybe I did that a while ago. I don't know. Either way.
Except for Andy, she was not happy.
Yeah.
I would like to suggest an edit that he's not open 24 hours a day.
Well, it's like that because we do paint overnight. We do overnight work.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I was just being very sarcastic.
Yeah, no, dude, it's obnoxious. I sometimes I have to be like on a job site at a casino at like 3:30 in the morning, in like 3 hours away from where I live. Like it can be like very, very difficult. And then my wife does not like when those things happen. Because I'll have to do it like 2 days in a row, but they won't be like the consecutive days. I'll have to go like on a Monday, and then I'll have to go on like Thursday. So I'm not gonna stay there for 4 days for no freaking reason away from my family when it's only 3 hours. So I drive back, but then I have to drive again. So it's like 6 hours of driving. Ridiculous. Dude, I got 7th place, and I put 1 lap in. What's up?
What? Drew? I wasn't saying that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I was just saying one thing.
Oh, I was just... Oh, well, because it's Carl Hans
Uh-huh.
gave you only 3 stars. Because he gave you a 1 star and then you almost sued him.
Yeah, I did almost sue him.
Why?
Why?
I should have done that stuff.
Because the first post that he put was extremely slanderous and racist. And I was like, if you don't remove that, I'm going to sue you. Like, trust me, I'm going to sue. Like, I called him and I was like, trust me, I'm going to call my lawyer after we're done on the phone. If you don't tell me right now that you're going onto your computer and you're going to change that. I don't care what you put as a star rating, but you're going to remove that extremely racist comment that you made. And you're going to stop acting that way. And he went on and he removed it and he did everything that he needed to do. I mean, it wasn't that racist, but he was a little racist about one of my painters who was Hispanic, and he was not nice about that. He had like apparently some sort of an interaction that he wasn't happy about the customer, and he like put my painter like on blast on this review thing, and we were like, you can't just say ignorant things in public when you're talking about a company. Like, you can say it about a person, but when you talk about a company, that's illegal, right? And if it's not true, or if it's an opinion but it's like racially motivated or things like that, or bigotry and things like that, then you can file cease and desist and you can get them to be removed, told by a judge that in order to remove. So if it can't be taken down straight from Google because it gets caught by their algorithm, then you can send Google a letter and they'll take a look at it. They'll have their whatever department that looks at those things take a look at it, and they'll either, allow the review to be removed or like automatically, or you'll have to get a court order. So I told him, I was like, if you don't fix this, where's the permission left? If you don't fix this, then I'm going to have to file a civil court case against you. Like, you can't leave this on the internet. That's horrible.
Whatever happened to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can.
Yeah, that was a rough job, man. I had a painter. Hold on a second.